Gonna actually go live. Oh, it's live right away, and we got a bunch of people in here already. Glad I didn't have to keep you guys waiting long with that spin. Just gonna get caught up on the comments. You guys know what we're gonna be talking about tonight. Hey Avery, how you doing, buddy? Max is in the house. Hey Max. Hello, Hemi Nate. Hemi Nate, I got a car that you might want. I'll send you a picture of it. I got it the other night in Walmart, or the other day rather. I'll send you a picture when we're all done. Watch Neil's version of the Bullet Charger go for $58 on eBay. Well, or $588. Holy crap! Holy crap! That I paid $125 for that, if you remember. And it was from a guy in Brantford, and it's a guy that regularly sells diecasts, and collects diecasts and knows what he's talking about. That's crazy. Yeah, it goes for crazy prices, that car, but it is gorgeous. It's gorgeous, my Bullet Charger. For anybody wondering, my Bullet Charger that he's talking about, it's the one that was done by Authentics. It's American Muscle Authentics, I believe. There's 752 made. It's one of 752, and it's got all the authentic stuff, like the rotating headlights, everything, and it's gorgeous. And the license plate says Chase Me on it. It doesn't have the Bullet license plate. It says Chase Me. But other than that, it's beautiful and accurate. Yeah, 752, Max. Yeah, it's one of 752. It even has a little sticker on the box, which I like, to tell you that there's only one of 752. What I couldn't believe is, if you remember, Max, and this is for all you guys as well, but I posted that when I first got it. I posted it in Canadian Diecast Collect, the Canadian 118 Collector group. And there was old school collectors in there that had never seen that before, that were like, where did you get that? I couldn't believe it. Like, there was a couple guys that have collected this stuff for years, and they were like, we've never seen that before. I was like, oh my goodness. That is crazy. And it sold for that too, eh, Max? Wow. That is nuts. Yes, Nate. I can't remember what it is. It's a nice car. It's a car that everybody likes anyway. They had it out before, but they reissued it, actually, I believe. It's not a Skyline, or is it a Skyline? I can't remember. I'll send you a picture as soon as we are done. It's premium. It's a nice one. Hey Craig, hey Terrence, how you doing, buddy? Terrence got a nice Terrence is on my Facebook. He got himself a nice, you guys know those nice 118. It looks like a seal one, the one that I like, the resin ones. He got, like, that Caprice I posted the other day. He got a friggin' War Wagon, like the station wagon version of that. And it looks killer. Retro, there's a Michael Knight figure that would work with the kit. Oh, for the 110 scale? Tell me about it. That would be killer. I'm trying to think of one, actually. Yeah, if you could send me a link on Facebook or tell me about it, that would be awesome, because I would love that, because we're going to need that, actually. Come to think of it, Glenn's, that's another update I have for you guys before we get into everything. Glenn's 1 of 12 scale Bullet that I cannot wait to check out, that has all the opening doors and all that. It looks amazing, and I'm not talking about stock pictures. I'm talking about actual pictures of the car. It reminds me of the Auto Art Bullet. Like, they did an amazing job on it. And I remember that 1 of 12 scale, that big Lambo that Dave got, was by KK Scale, and it had all the openings. That thing was amazing. I still look at the pictures from that thing. The engine bay looks like the Auto Art one. So I'm really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, they screwed up with mine and shipped it to some depot somewhere else, which is they screwed it up. I don't know what it is, but they sent it to another depot, so we're waiting for the cars to come in. So Glenn won't have his car until probably this week. So we won't be seeing it till this week. But at least we have something to look forward to, because I cannot wait for that. That thing looks like it pops. It looks amazing. And it's even got windows in it, like side windows, which I like because it keeps the dust out and everything like that. That's a cool feature. Solito does that too. I'll just get caught up on the comments, guys, and then we'll get into our topic of today. Oh, Sean's in the house. Sorry, Sean. I missed you, buddy. I missed you there when I was going through the comments. Two Black Labs. Hey, buddy. Scott, is anybody interested by... Oh, you know what, Scott? I think you mentioned that to me somewhere. I think I remember you mentioned... I'm having trouble with my memory a little bit right now. I think you mentioned that to me somewhere. If you message me or like give me detail about it, like the price and stuff like that, I can put the word out and I might even be interested in it. You never know. Because, yeah, I don't think you'll have trouble getting rid of that. Even if it has tiny scratches on the top. It's custom. I believe it could work, but it wouldn't look... Oh, yeah, but still, though, custom stuff is still good. I've seen some of the custom stuff that's better than real stuff nowadays. Oh, you know a cool custom diecast? Before we get into the Knight Rider, guys, you know a cool custom diecast I seen? It was a 1 of 18 scale Dodge Ram that right now on eBay, and the person made it look like it's a rusting out Dodge Ram, and it looks good. The way that they did it, it looks real. Like it looks like a real Dodge Ram rusting out. Like it's a red Dodge Ram. Ertl did the Dodge Ram, so it's a nice one. But they put this real nice rusty aging effect on it. It looks amazing. It looks like a real truck. Very cool stuff. I love that stuff. You guys know that. My Back to the Future toy truck. Oh, you're fine. It's finally going to be there. Your truck. That is killer. That is awesome. Yeah, and nice cars. I've had good dealings with nice cars so far. Yeah, so far, nice car. I've had good dealings, but I have heard a couple bad stories, but nothing major, like they rip people off, anything like that. Just like language barriers stuff, like not communicating enough with customers, I guess. Like if there's a problem with the order, but nothing major, like they ripped people off, like Canada Hot Wheels. And when I order from there, I get the stuff pretty quick because it's in Quebec. That's one of the things I like about it. It was Passion Diecast that pulled the boo-boo and made me mad. And speaking of that, that was for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. The 2,000 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to start posting again, tagging the guy. I don't want to drive him nuts, but I still haven't heard from the winner of that. Yeah, so he's got to... I'm going to start making more posts and tag him. His name isn't his YouTube name. Like that Godfather sounding name that he had isn't his YouTube name. It's something about being a movie lover or movie freak or something. I can't remember what it was, but I tagged his actual YouTube handle on the post. So I'm hoping he gets back to me. He could just be somebody that doesn't pay much attention to YouTube. At one point, I went through years where I was never on YouTube or just once in a while. So you never know. I'll give him more time. If I don't hear back from him after I tag him a bunch more times, then we'll re-raffle it. I mean, but yeah, the only thing bad that happened with Passion with me was the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. When I hit the 1,000 mark, he picked out a car, and it was at Passion Diecast in Quebec. And I messaged them, and I ordered the car and paid for it. And then I think that's what it was. I ordered it and paid for it. But then they wouldn't ship it to the guy because he was in the States due to fraud. And I'm like, well, how could it be fraud? I'm paying for it. And they knew who I was because I ordered a bunch of stuff. I said the guy won a contest. I explained what happened. Instead of shipping it to me, ship it to him over here tell me what the shipping costs. And they would not do it. And we ended up having to get refunded and get his car somewhere else. But we ended up finding his car for cheaper. We ended up getting it. Somebody had it. It was technically used because it was a guy selling an open car, but it was like half the price. And the guy didn't care. The winner didn't care. He was like, I don't care. It's mint. I said, okay. But yeah, that was the issue I had with Passion, because I was like, I sent you a bunch of customers and I bought a bunch of stuff off you, and then you couldn't even do that. Like, I'm paying, like, I wasn't asking them to ship it to them for free either. Like, I was going to pay for everything, and it was paid for in advance. Like, I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, send it to them and I'll pay you later type thing. Like, it was, the whole thing was weird, but it sucked because it made the guy that won wait. And I am so glad to hear you got that you're getting that 4x4 2 Black Labs. Honestly, that's one of my favorite things in my collection. It's my first, like, I think first full resin car. Actually, no, my Miami Vice is resin. But this one here by Automobile is what made me say, now I understand resin, because it's got so much detail. Like, it's hard to explain. It just looks more real than diecast. In that case, anyway, with that particular truck, they just made it look amazing in resin. And I used to wonder why they do things in resin, and I thought with that truck, that might be a reason so they could get more detailing out of it. Because it's one of my favorites. I think I drove people batty with pictures of it, to be honest with you, posting. I was worried I was driving you guys and people on my Facebook nuts with that truck, because I was so excited about it because it looks so good. Yeah, you're going to be happy with it, I think. Be very careful with the mud flaps. They're like, they look so, because the stuff is so small to be detailed. There's a couple things on that truck that makes me so nervous, and the mud flaps are one of them, man. They're like paper thin, and yeah. But it's gorgeous. You're going to like it, I think. Nothing opens, but the overall look of the truck makes up for that. And it's not something like a General Lee or a Bullet where you need the hood to open. You know what I mean? That's another thing about Glenn's Bullet that he's getting. The hood opens. It's 1 of 12 scale, okay? That thing, just because it has opening doors and trunk, I'm sorry to Acme, and I'm sorry to, who is the other one that made the other one at 12? Acme, and was it Automobile that did the Bolt? No, it wasn't. It was it's right on the tip of my tongue. They did the General Lees that we bought, the little General Lees that we bought, Norev. Between the Norev and the Acme and the KK scale, just on the stuff opening, is going to kill those other two. But by the looks of the actual photos that are not stock photos of the actual car, that thing looks good, guys. Like, I'm so... the only reason I didn't get one for myself is because the Knight Rider is coming up. That's the only reason. Because that thing, yeah, I cannot wait to have a look at that up close. Can't wait. So, the matter at hand, you guys see what's spinning in front of me here. Oh, before we get into the matter at hand, I finally put the General Lee logo, or the text rather, the script, on the top of the car today. Because what the ITP stuff, sometimes it affects my vision. I can't see as well as I normally would. Now my vision's really good for some reason. Today it's really good. So I decided when I got up this morning, I got up at like 8:30 this morning. By the way, there was no retro news yesterday, guys, because I was so tired. I was supposed to work 12 hours. I ended up working 11 hours. My one doctor office calls me, says, oh, you have your needle in your stomach today. What time is that? 4 p.m. I was supposed to be working till 4 p.m., 4 a.m. until 4 p.m. I had to leave an hour early and go get a needle in my stomach downtown Hamilton. By the time I got home, guys, I was a zombie. But the good thing was I capitalized on it. I used my brain. I went to bed early, got up early, 8:30 this morning, and well rested. And I needed a nap tonight before the live, but I only laid down for like an hour and got up fully recharged. So, yeah. Anyway, I felt good, so that's why I put the logo on. Sorry, I got carried away there. But that text, if you remember, they didn't put one of the General Lee scripts on. When I ordered this, you had a choice. You could either apply them yourself or have it applied. I ordered have it applied because why screw with it? If it's not straight, you could just message them, say it's not straight, reapply it. You know what I mean? Send it back till you're happy, whatever, right? But I had to apply one anyway myself. But the thing is, it's a cool system. It's not a water slide decal and it's not a sticker. It's kind of in between both. It's like a transfer. So you take it off the sticker sheet, you peel it off like a sticker, put it down on the car, make sure it's straight because you got one shot at it, guys. You got to make sure that is straight. You put it down on the car and then you peel it back, and the letters all stay on the car. So I'm going to admit something to you guys, though. I'm going to come clean about something. Good thing I got 2 sticker sets because I used both General Lee's on the one sticker set doing this today. The first one I put on, it was not perfect. I picked it up, looked at it. It wasn't perfect. I had to take it off. I was able to get it off without any solvents, anything like that, but it did not come off easily. But I got it off. But I think it's a cool system, though, that it's not a decal and it's not a sticker. But anyway, that's how it came out, guys. That's how it looks. Finished product right here with the nose piece and all that. Just wanted to let you guys know that I finally put that on. So that's why this guy is down here. 11 people in here. Everybody click like for me, by the way. 11 people, but there's 7 likes. Okay, so back to the matter at hand. Sorry, guys, ADHD guy here. Back to the matter at hand. In 3 days, this is 1 of 18 scale Knight Rider by Joyride, okay? It's not bad. This is Glenn's version. Glenn's version has the, if you do get the Joyride one, by the way, guys, you don't want the one that I have. The one that I have has the orange lights on the end here. See, Glenn's has clear lights. This is the second release. That's the correct one right here. You want clear lights all across the front. Mine has orange on the end. You don't want that. But what's coming up in 3 days on September 23rd, guys, Tuesday, and for anybody wondering, they dropped the time. It's going to be at noon. Tomy is dropping the 1 of 10 scale Knight Rider. It's actually the Kickstarter for it. So what that means is it's a crowdfund. They have to hit a certain goal in order to actually go through with and produce the cars. So a bunch of us on the 23rd have to go on and pledge that we're going to buy this car. Now, I don't think it's going to be a problem hitting the goal because they did, if you guys remember, Dale was lucky to get one. 1 of 10 scale, Back to the Future DeLorean. They did amazing on it. They surpassed their goal, their Kickstarter goal. I think they needed 250,000 backers, and they got 4 times that. It was either 250,000 backers or dollars, but I think it was backers. But yeah, whatever it was, they hit almost 4 times their goal. So I don't think it's going to be a problem for this Knight Rider. So yeah, what it is, you go on September 23rd at noon Eastern time, and we all pledge. And basically, if they get enough backers, which I think that they will, they do updates letting us know how many they have, and I think they're going to hit it no problem. Then they go through with it. Now, you don't pay for anything September 23rd. How it works is, if it goes through, if they get enough backers, which I believe that they will, then what happens is on October 23rd, that's when they bill you. But you don't have to pay for it all October 23rd either, because on October 23rd, according to Tomy, what they were saying in their thing, but that I showed you guys, you could pay for it in 4 payments. And I think they might even be interest-free payments, because it didn't say anything about interest on approved credit or anything. Because you have to think, guys, there's no way you could burn them for the car, paying in payments, right? Because the car is not made yet. The car doesn't ship until 2027, early 2027. That's another thing you need to know. It doesn't ship until early 2027. So if you pay it in 4 payments, it'll be long paid off by the time the car is shipped. So they're not financing you anything. You know what I mean? So that's another, yeah, I didn't think of it like that either. So it wouldn't be any interest on it either. What we know about the car. What I found out as well, the photographs that I've been showing of the car, that is, well, we knew it was a prototype. It's not the finished product. It's actually plastic, what I've been showing. According to them, all of the photographs that have been shown show a plastic prototype. It's not the finished model. So if there is anything on there that looks sketchy, doesn't look right, I think that's part of the reason for the prototypes and toy shows, is to put it out there, and that if there is something wrong with it, to find out about it and fix it. You know what I mean? And not only that, but to gauge interest. It's going to go into, we know that it's going to go into Super Pursuit mode. It's going to do that special, I can't remember what it's called, where the things come out of the side, air brake thing, whatever. It's going to, the big thing, guys, this is groundbreaking, AI voice recognition technology. So you're going to be able to talk to it. And they had a vote the other day on Tomy on what phrases that they're going to be putting in the car. They're going to be putting a bunch of different phrases in the car. It's going to have a working monitor that's playing clips from Knight Rider in the car, like just playing little clips. Just trying to think of everything to tell you guys about it. It's going to have that. It's going to have a plastic brace, similar to, you probably can't see it up here. You can actually. You can see the bottom of it. It's going to have a transparent plastic brace like this here that my Super Elite DeLorean can display in hover mode. It's going to have a brace so that the car can display in ski mode. Okay. Now, to give you guys an idea of the size of this, it's die cast. The Ramen Toys Ramen Racer, okay? People love it and people hate it, okay? It is what it is. This is 1 of 12 scale. Okay, guys? This here, if you look at this with me here, this is 1 of 12 scale. You look at it, it dwarfs Knight Rider, okay? 1 of 12 scale. This Knight Rider is bigger than this. 1 of 10 scale. And it's going to be die cast. So we're talking, you know, like it's going to be quite, probably like that even. And it's going to be even wider than this. Like it's, it doesn't sound like much, but that's quite a bit bigger actually. And looking at this now and thinking about that, I'm like, wow. And I will check the comments in a second, guys. I'm just telling everything I know about the Knight Rider. And again, they dropped that it's going to be 12 Eastern time that the launch is on Tuesday, September 23rd. So my question is, and I'm going to get caught up on the comments just right now in a second here. Thank you guys for all hitting like for me. We got up to 10 likes. There's 14 people in here now. Everybody hit like those other 4. So my question to you guys, while I catch up on the comments now, is who's in for this thing? Who is in for this? Who in the comments is going to go for the Tomy Knight Rider on Tuesday? You guys know that I'm going to go for it myself. Let me know in the comments. I want to know which ones of you guys are going to go for it. And I'm going to check the comments and right here to get caught up. This is also a Q&A, guys. So anybody watching, if you're not a regular in the chat, we're a friendly group. Pipe up. You can ask questions. Even people in the chat will answer your questions usually if they can. If I'm like talking or whatever. So if you're shy, whatever, we're a friendly group. If anybody was rude to you, we would kick them out. So if you have questions, it's a Q&A session as well. And it doesn't have to be about Knight Rider. If you have a question about General Lee that you gotta ask somebody what the best one is, because that's what new collectors need to ask, you could ask. I've been asked that question so many times, guys, about General Lee, but I love it. Just checking the comments, guys. Oh, Dale is in the house tonight. Your ears must have been ringing, Dale. We were talking about you earlier, about your Back to the Future car. Oh, Scott got a Mad Max Auto Art car. That is sweet. That's another thing I'm going to talk to you guys about in a minute. Not Mad Max, but James Bond, actually. Something I'm not usually into. Let's see here. Oh, we got a lot of comments, guys. Okay, so... yeah, if you can look around and see if there's pictures of it, Avery, that'd be awesome. Oh, live car models, Scott. You just answered a question. I've always wondered if they're legit too. Because every time I Google a car, they're right, like, just to get pictures of it to see what it is, whatever. They are right on top of the list, live car models, and I've wondered. And I don't know if any of my friends here have ever dealt with them, and I've always wondered, are they legit? And you just answered my question. That's killer. Thank you, Scott. You taught me something there. And Mad Max Auto Art, Dave has one of those. And yeah, I would love to check that out, actually. Oh, thanks, buddy. I know you click like. And yeah, Dale, we were talking about you because of your Back to the Future car. We were just talking about the release Tuesday. I know you're going for it on Tuesday. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments. A few of you are doing it. And yeah, Nate, I understand that completely. You don't want to spend that kind of money unless it's something that you absolutely love. And I'll give you an example of that. Glenn showed me tonight on Marketplace. It's a car that I used to have, but this one's different than mine. It was the Jada 1 of 24 scale Nightmare on Elm Street car with the Freddy Krueger figure. I believe it's a Cadillac. 1 in 24 scale. It's nothing detailed like what we collect, guys, but it's just something to put on the shelf. You know what I mean? And I used to have it, and it was pretty cool. But this one is signed and authenticated by Robert Englund. Okay, so Glenn sent me that, and I told Glenn it was awesome, and I loved it. I said, but I can't get it right now because I'm getting Knight Rider, blah blah blah. But that's one of those things that you're saying that I love that car. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street car. I love it, but not $300. Love it right at the moment when I'm about to buy Knight Rider. Like if it was something I really loved, you know what I mean? But I get your point, Nate, about it for sure. If it was General Lee, would go for it. I get that because it is a lot of money as well. And you guys know that I'm not rich. You guys know that. I'm just like a lot of you guys. And if one of the things that enticed me about this was being able to pay for it in the payments. That was one of the things that enticed me about it. Because you guys know I am not rich at all. I'm a working stiff. I pay child support. I pay rent. I pay all that. I pay everything. So I'm just like you guys. And shit's not cheap nowadays. Oh, before I forget. And anybody coming in here, let us know if you're getting the Knight Rider Tuesday. Before I forget, there's a car that I've had my eye on, guys, and it is, well, I haven't had my eye on it long, but what it is, I'm not into James Bond, and I never have been, okay? I don't know what it is, just some things I'm into, some things I'm not. James Bond, I was never into. But the Lotus Esprit, I like that car. Okay, I really like it. And I was looking online at which ones were done. There was actually, from what I could see, 3 different people did those Lotus Esprit. Auto Art did it, but when Auto Art did it, Auto Art, you know it's going to be good quality. But when Auto Art did it, it's in the submarine. It's transformed into the sub already. Okay, the Auto Art version. But then Joyride did it. Joyride, it looks pretty decent, and it looks like it's got some parts that transform into the sub. But then you have Auto World Silver Screen Machines, and that thing pulls right apart and transforms and this and that. And you know, with the Auto World Silver Screen Machines, it's supposed to be a playoff of taking the Joyride one and kind of making it better. So I would love to check out that Auto World one, but I'll be honest, guys, I'd love to check out the 3 of them. Because Auto Art, we know what they make. You know what I mean? They make bomb stuff. Even though that one doesn't transform, I would love to check it. And like I said, guys, that's a movie car that I'm not into the movies at all, but I've been seeing pictures of these cars. Not all of them, just that white Lotus Esprit that goes into the submarine. If I could do my magic right here, I'd go like this and make it pop up. But you guys know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. But yeah, that is a car that is on my radar now that I would like to check out. In fact, a couple months ago, I seen one sell for ridiculous cheap. And I think it was the Auto Art one. Actually, somebody sold the Auto Art one for ridiculous cheap on Marketplace. I know it wasn't the Joyride one because I remember saying, holy shit, that's too cheap for that. Because when I seen the name brand, I was like, wow, that is cheap for that. But that's a car that I'd like to check out in the near future if I can. I'm going to keep my eyes open for it, guys. And I know that might surprise you because we've never had any Bond cars on here before or anything, but just that's an example of the photos, man. Like the photos of that car, just looking at it online, it got me without even seeing the movies. I'm just thinking, wow, how would that look? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a love for it, I guess. A love for it. Let's get caught up on the comments here. Oh, yeah, a 110 General Lee, Dale and Nate. A 110 General Lee would be amazing. And you know what? Nate was asking me about that not long ago. We were talking and we were both saying, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue with this line. They already did a DeLorean. That was a success. They do Knight Rider. If this turns out to be a success, why wouldn't they continue? Nate said, do you think that General Lee is a possibility? Unfortunately, I don't think so. And the only reason is because Tomy is such a big mainstream company and the fear of the stupid flag on the roof. That's the only reason I think that they wouldn't do it. I think that they'll do every other car, but I could think of a bunch of them. I could see them doing an Ecto 1 because it has a bunch of cool stuff it does. I could see them doing the 18 van. But yeah, the General Lee, I think they'd be scared because of the flag. And that sucks because can you imagine if they did do one in diecast? I'd get it. I'm already kicking myself because I didn't get the DeLorean that Dale got. If they do a line of it, Dale, as long as he gets the Knight Rider, he can keep going and get the entire line. And that's what I would love to do. Homer Simpson, you know what? That's a good question. I'll tell you what it is, and you could check. That was a gift from G. It is a model kit. I don't know if it's a snap together. Hold on, I'm gonna grab it. It's by a company called Polar Lights, and they make very nice models. They made a series of movie car models, and this is one of them. Like they did a bunch of them though. But this, I get more questions on this thing when people come over than you guys would imagine. Because it displays really well. It's plastic. It's not diecast. It's plastic. That was a gift from G. Like I said, it's made by a company called Polar Lights. It is a model kit, and I wouldn't doubt if it's a snap together kit, to be honest with you. But it looks cool. He's got the little tree air freshener that dangles down. But yeah, I get so many people ask about that when they come over. Wild. Polar Lights, Max. And they make a bunch of them. Scooby-Doo. The Mad Max Interceptor. That's the name I was thinking of. 118 a bright. Oh, you know what? It's funny you mentioned that, Avery. I seen that. Greenlight did the 118 Brian's Eclipse in Artisan. It comes in the cake box, like the family truckster I just got. It comes in the cake box, and it might have underglow. It might have underglow. They also did the Skyline. Greenlight, I don't know if you knew that, but Racing Champions is the one that I would want. Racing Champions did the Skyline that I want, the Fast and Furious 118. But Greenlight Artisan also did a Skyline, and the Greenlight Artisan one has underglow. You press the button, whatever, and it's got underglow under the car. It's 118. Those are not cheap though either, unfortunately. Artisan limited edition. That's another thing how I know Artisan is actually limited edition, because that's another car you do not see for sale on Marketplace. And if you do, it's an arm and a leg, is that Artisan Fast and Furious Eclipse. It's usually an insane price. You know what's on Marketplace right now? The black Honda Civic's usually expensive enough, okay? The 118 black Honda Civic from Fast and Furious, that's usually expensive enough. There's a guy on there that has one with street glow, like the original Racing Champions 118 with street glow. Like you press the button and the street glow comes on. I would hope that that didn't have leaky batteries or something, and I don't know what kind of batteries they were even putting in those, because I've never had a close-up look at one of them. But they're not custom. They were actually made by Ertl that way. I would love to check one out one day, actually. That would be really cool to check out. Yeah, that's what I think, Dale. I think that because there's such a big company, like a little company like Norev, that first took the jump and did it with the little ones that we ordered. Most people don't know who the hell they are. You know what I mean? But at Christmas time, at least I remember when we were kids growing up, we all knew who Tomy was. You know what I mean? But Norev, most people, who the hell's Norev? You know what I mean? But somebody like Tomy, or that'd be like Mattel doing it too. Somebody asked me if they would do a Hot Wheels of one. I was like, no. Hot Wheels? Hell no. They would never do it. But yeah, Avery, I would love to see the Artisan Eclipse or the Skyline. But out of the Skyline and that Greenlight did and the Skyline Racing Champions did, Racing Champions all the way. Even though it doesn't have underglow, there's just something about the way it looks. It's gorgeous. It's not a hyped up car. Like the pictures I see of it, it's just something about it. That Skyline, man. It looks good. Woke is dead. You know what's funny, Terrence? I just said that to somebody the other day. I think it was a coworker, because he was asking me why everybody's not all up in arms about it, because he was surprised I was able to buy a car like that. And I told him, I said, I think because all the woke shit is dead. Like, that's exactly what I said. I think all the woke stuff is dead, and hopefully it'll be forgotten about. It was just a movement that we went through, I guess. Because, yeah, when we're loving this car, we're not racist, you know what I mean? None of us are racist. When we were kids watching that show, I didn't even understand what racism was, let alone be racist, you know what I mean? So it's got nothing to do with that. It's got something to do with something that brought us joy as kids, that we, Unfortunately, it's attached to something else that's negative that we have no part of. So, just putting that out there for anybody that wonders. But you know what's awesome? I've not had anybody come at me about, because I post, you see, Terrence, I post pictures on my Facebook and stuff like that. I've had one or two dumbass comments like, oh, I want to race this car or something, like just dumb stuff. But I've never had anybody come at me calling me a racist, which is pretty cool. So it has calmed down quite a bit. It's because a few years ago, if I was posting pictures like that, I might even be friggin' banned from Facebook. You never know. They were friggin' going after everybody for that. But yeah, none of us have that in our hearts, so. Street glow cars usually use flat camera batteries. That would be the good choice. Yeah, that would be the choice I would go with. It's like Knight Rider here. It's the button cell batteries. Because yeah, that would suck to get a car with leaking batteries. Can you imagine that? After all those years, it ends up leaking. Just getting caught up, guys. Live car models has a very flaky chick doing customer service. And that's awesome. Two black labs. You're on it like a bum on a ham sandwich. That's funny. So it's good to know about two black labs, Scott, or about two black labs. About what's the name of that place? Live car model, is it, or whatever? It's good to know about live car models. Yeah, it's good to know about that place because, like I said, when I Google a car, they are always at the top of the list, that place. And I've wondered, are they legit? Because they seem like they got everything, too. So I wondered if they're legit. So that's cool. You guys taught me something tonight. I'm just trying to think of anything else to tell you guys before. So we're waiting on Bullet. We got something light in the horizon, guys. We got a good unboxing coming. We got Tuesday coming. Even though we're not going to have the car Tuesday, I'm looking forward to that. That's what I want to tell you. So before I go, guys, I would like to go live on Tuesday with you guys to get the car. The thing is, it drops at 12 Eastern time, and I start work at 12:30. I would have to be on my laptop to do it because I'm going to have to be on my phone. You know what? Oh, I couldn't do it because I was just going to say, I could try to do it and tether my laptop in my car off of my phone and use the internet from my phone, but I don't know if that would make the internet too sketchy and screw up me ordering kit. Can you imagine that? So maybe I won't try that. I was going to try to go live to do it, guys, but I can't really do it. So what I'm going to do is I will go live quickly right after it's done and just who all got it. Did everybody have a good experience? Did I have a good experience? Did I get one? But you guys have my word on Tuesday. I'm on there with you guys trying to get one. You have my word on that. I cannot wait. But yeah, I just can't do it live, unfortunately. But you guys will hear from me Tuesday about how it went, either live or in a video. So we'll talk more about it Tuesday. And when that thing comes out, it's got to drop the prices down on the smaller ones, like the 1 of 18 Super Elite. It's got to drop the price of that, man. Like I have a Super Elite DeLorean. I'm not going to pay for like a Super Elite Knight Rider what I can get a friggin' a 110 scale for half the price of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's something bigger and better for cheaper. That's got to bring some of those prices down logically. But the secondary market's not logical. So we'll see what happens with that anyway, guys. But thank you guys for coming tonight. If you watched my video earlier, it explains some things to you. I've been a little bit flaky lately, but it explains why anyway. But I'll be getting taken care of very soon. Just something with my medication, I think, with my steroid. When they dropped it, they shouldn't have dropped it, I don't think. But it's not as bad as you think. I'm not suffering or anything like that, so don't worry about that. Well, it's annoying is what it is at the moment. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming tonight. I just wanted to pop in because I looked and I said, we are 3 days from launch day. I am excited, and I want to see if anybody else is excited. I am excited. I even put this stream on Facebook and hashtagged it out to see if anybody from there, if we got anybody new showing up. But I'll check the comments one more time. Look, the price on it because they aren't going to be available long. Yeah, no, you're right about that. Actually, yeah, you're right, Dale. You're right about that. It's not like somebody could just choose to Tomy, because if they don't pledge on it pledge day, I think that people that are on the fence about it, Nate's not on the fence because it's not his favorite card, but I'm talking somebody that's right on the fence. I think somebody that's right on the fence and doesn't do it, I think in 2027 when their buddy gets theirs, they're going to regret it. Dave H, I think, is going to. Glenn's doing it. Dave H is going to do it. Dave was on the fence, and I said to Glenn, I said, I don't try to convince my friends or Dave. I don't try to talk them into expensive stuff often. But this, I might try to talk to him because I know for a fact that if Dave didn't order it, when me and Glenn get ours, he's going to kick himself. I know that. But yeah, luckily, I think he's actually going to go for it as well. So none of us will have regrets. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming. Yeah, thanks for coming. I will see. I still have a couple cars to unbox, guys, but they're not heavyweights. But maybe I'll get into one of them tomorrow, Sunday, just to get them done. Because I got to get the straps off them even. And yeah. I'll keep you guys posted, and like I said, I'll see about an unboxing video, one of the couple cars I have going here. And in the meantime, guys, I will see you guys Tuesday. It won't be live, but you'll see me. Well, it might be live actually, but it'll be after the launch anyway, guys. So take care, guys. Thank you for coming tonight, and thanks for hanging out, spending your Saturday with me, and happy hunting.